When Pluto is in your chart, the best thing to do is to ask it what it wants out of you and surrender to it, because it's a change or be changed energy. The more you fight it, really the harder it's going to be. So I'm trying to do y'all some favors here by sharing how this is going to impact your sign. And I think if you follow the advice, you'll not only survive this Pluto in Aquarius transit through your chart, but you'll also thrive. Keep in mind, this is most relevant for your rising sign, Earth signs, starting with Taurus, then Virgo, then Capricorn. Taurus, this is impacting your 10th house, which I'm a Taurus rising. I got to remind y'all, this is most relevant for the rising sign. So this is going to be in our 10th house. And this is a very public transformation, right? 10th house, very public. And you might be getting some pushback in that opposing house, 4th, with your home, family. And this could bring up security issues with emotional and financial security. And I'm not going to lie to you, there could be some kind of descent, right, before there's an ascent. So if there's any kind of setbacks with your career, your status, your reputation, the best thing to do is learn from it, kick the dust off your feet, and move on. And you will likely, during this time frame, attract more power, more status, particularly in your career. Just make sure you climb in the right mountain. Make sure you're doing something that is actually leaving a legacy, something maybe worth writing a book about. You know, who knows? Virgos, especially Virgo risings, this is impacting your 6th house of healing. And it's opposing that 12th house, also a house of healing. But we're looking at maybe either physical and or spiritual, emotional, psychological issues that are being unearthed, brought up to the surface. So if there is a need for you to focus on healing your physical, spiritual, emotional bodies, you could be dealing with some kind of challenges in your day-to-day life that bring this to the surface, bring it to your attention, and push you, pressure you to come up with a new regimen, come up with a new approach to health. Maybe adopting a new modality of healing that may seem a little out there, may seem, who knows, different, not conventional, okay? Because when we're talking about Aquarius, it's going to ask you to open your mind and to think differently. Take a unique approach, not the conventional route to healing. But you might feel some subconscious pressure going on within yourself that you have to wrestle with as to why you may be having trouble letting go of the past way of how you handled health in the past, how habits that you long formed that have been deeply ingrained. There might be some resistance to actually getting that very necessary change, because you've got to unpack why at a subconscious level you're attached to a certain habitual way of doing things. Capricorn rising. Well, I don't think you're going to like hearing this, but it is what it is. So let's make the most out of it. And if anybody can, it's you. 2nd house, personal income, possessions, values. Well, you are being asked to change something about this area of your life. And you might be getting some kind of pushback from other people. Matters of inheritance, matters of shared resources, spouse's income, maybe even the government is in some way with debt, taxes, pushing you to make some changes on how you earn an income or hold on to possessions. It may be that over the next 20 years, you totally change your streams of revenue, okay? Or what you're investing in. It may be that during this time, your entire value system changes. What you used to value, no longer. You start seeing money and possessions and material items through a completely different lens, where you don't even hardly recognize yourself by the time this transit finishes in 2043. If you enjoyed these short little predictions for your rising sign, and you want to hear more specific to you and your unique natal chart, make sure to check out my readings over on Etsy and my resources. My entire Etsy shop is going to be on a massive Black Friday discount sale, so grab it while you can.